So last night, my 73-year-old dad sent me a Snapchat, and when I opened it, it was a video of him eating a bag of chips. He put his hand in there and he pulled out this chip that looked like a big fluffy heart. And you know what he said to me? I'm gonna sell this on eBay. So after a couple of hours, I was able to convince Dad not to sell it on eBay and to give it to me to cast in resin. Now I have no idea if this is going to work. It looks really fragile. I must admit though, it does look like a fluffy heart. Now I think this casting is going to be fairly difficult. Since it's so fragile and we've got holes in it everywhere, I'm not even sure how I'm going to stick it down or how it's going to go under pressure, whether we should even use pressure or even vacuum for that matter. I'm not too sure. I think it might be a case of just trying it and see what happens. I think I'm going to use the same approach that we did with the salt crystals. I'm going to use this container, pour myself a little base layer, then put the chip on top. Hopefully the resin can go over that and we get a nice casting. So for this first layer, I'm just going to use some art cast. I guess you all know what I do with my leftover resin now, hey? I'm just going to go pop this in the pressure pot. So our base layer is now set and it's time to glue down the chip. Now since I've never glued down chips to resin before, I'm not too sure what to use. But I think I'm just going to go with what I normally do, which is UV resin. I'm just hoping that when the chip goes soggy, it doesn't come apart. Kind of feel like Indiana Jones when he's taken the idol. I just got to be so careful with this thing. I know it's probably a bit early for predictions, but what do you reckon? Do you reckon this is even going to work? I mean, the chip does have a lot of holes in it, which is probably good, because that means the air is going to escape pretty easy. Just like the base layer, I'll be using art cast again, and it's the slow set version. So let's quickly talk about what my plan is. I'm going to go pop this in the vacuum chamber, get all these bubbles out, that'll help give us a clear casting, and then I know I said I wasn't gonna, but I'm going to go put this in the pressure pot. But instead of running the 50-60 psi that I normally do, I'm just going to run 20, and hopefully that won't crush the chip and we'll still get a good casting. Okay, it's time to pour it in. Nice and easy. I wonder if the oil from the chip is going to cause any dramas. Well, it's now time to throw this in the pressure pot. I really hope this one works, and I reckon PotCam's going to make for some good viewing. While this has been in the pot curing, I've been having a little think about it. Now this is under 20 psi of pressure, which means 20 pounds per square inch. Now my chip is about an inch square, so that means it's had 20 pounds of pressure sitting on it. And if that is the case, my chip's currently in 1,000 pieces. Let me know if I'm right in thinking that. Okay, here we go. Wow. Well, I don't know what to say. So it's not often that I'm lost for words, but this is one of those times. I can't wait to show you guys this. But before I do, I'm going to take it out and give it a bit of a clean up. Now when I did the salt crystals in resin, a few of you guys suggested that I should have squared the edges up, so that's what I'm going to do with this one. Well guys, it's nearly time to see Dad's chip, or crisp, or French fry, or whatever you want to call it. But before I do, if you guys have a dad or a granddad that kind of acts like my dad, share this video with them. I'm sure they'll have a great laugh. Now let's check it out.